Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our dear viewers, we are back from break as we are discussing the etiquettes of growing up our children. So, we were discussing before going to the break about the akika animal. So, I'm starting from the how to sacrifice the akika's animal. The for most condition is sacrificing animal is that slaughter should be Muslim, and he should know other conditions of the slaughters. In case of akika, the animal's bone should not be broken, rather joints should be detached. So the slaughter should be Muslim. The slaughter should know all the conditions, and he should not break any bone of the goat, sheep or camel, and joint should be detached, like the flesh should be detached from the joints. How we will cook it? It is better to cook the flesh in water and salt before distributing. Uncooked flesh can also be distributed in the needy people, as we can cook it in the like water and salt, and it before the distribution into the poor people, and we should give these all flesh to the needy people so that the importance of akika will remain. How to distribute it? A tradition says that 1/4 flesh should be given to the midwife, as I have discussed that here we can't give into the to the midwife, so it should be given to the midwife, and if there is none, then to the mother. Give to the flesh to the mother. She may give it to whoever she wants. At least 10 Muslims should be fed out of it. Like if the akika is done, half a portion of flesh should be given to midwife. Here it can't be possible, so in the other countries we can give to the poor people, and other half should be given to the mother. Whoever she wants, she can give that flesh to the poor people. In the akika's portion, like if the one goat is given, or one camel is given, or one sheep is given, at least 10 Muslim people should be fed out from that akika. So we have to be careful in all that things, that what we are doing, we should give good things to poor people. What we are liking, we should give to other people. We are having if we are having tawfiq, we should give good things. Parents should not eat it. Parents have been forbidden from the akika's flesh alone, like I have discussed before that in sunnah we cannot eat flesh alone. For parents it should be mixed with rice or vegetable. If it is mixed with rice or vegetable, it can be eaten by the parents. If not, it is cooked alone, it can't be eaten by the parents of the child. To pay the price is not enough. Sometimes we pay for the akika, like if we are migrated from the other countries, we have paid to our relatives that do akika. They have not done. No, it is not completed. If we have paid for that, we should be aware that they have done the full akika, dua and all things. So if the only price is not enough for that akika. Shaving head of the newborn baby. It is sunnah to shave a newborn head first and then give the animal sacrifice animal. because of the all bala and all sorrows go through from him. Only Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam for his said for his blessings he did not do since he had a hair lock. He asked to shave his whole head first. Gold and silver equivalent to weight of the hair should be given in charity. As we are discussing about akika, once the child is born, the akika should be done in 1 week, 1 to 8 days. Like if a child is born in first of the month, it should be in between the 8th of the month. So we first shave the head of the child, then do akika and give the equivalent charity of gold and silver. The child's head hair has gone away, like he is having a head shave. After that, the hair which come in our hand, give equivalent sadaqah of that according to the gold and silver. So circumcision, the circumcision a child on 7th day is sunnah and foremost responsibility of the parent. Hereafter one should do so on his own when grown up. Tradition narrates its medical benefits. Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam said, get a child circumcised on 7th day, as such he becomes healthy and beautiful. It is loathsome not to do it. As Imam Ali alayhi salam said, a person embracing Islam even at the age of 80 must be circumcised. So circumcision, all the parents knows we have to be aware of all things as tradition says that it is having the medical benefits on the person. The seasons of a circumcision, Imam Ali alayhi salam said, child should be circumcised on the 7th day since it causes purity. Winter or summer is impartial. So we are discussing about all things which are basic needs of the children, like name of the child, akika of the child, and the head shaving of the child, circumcisions. These are the basic needs. After that, with the all basic needs are started, which are given by us to our child, and these are the basic needs like name, akika, and the circumcisions are those things which are given by the parents to their children on the first day of their birth. So we are discussing the etiquettes of growing up children. So we are going forward about the children. So next we are discussing we should be kind to our children. So as we are discussing the etiquette should be according to the Quran and according to the teaching of Ahlul Bayt. We should be kind to our children. We have to be aware that what our children are doing. We are not nowadays we are not aware of our child, that we are not watching them what they are doing. It is not a kindness. It is what can I say, that it is not a good thing that we are not watching our children what are they are doing. We are saying that we haven't scold any child of or us, because every time if we scold our child, we are making them far away from us. No, we should be kind to our children, as Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, be kind and merciful to kids, keep your promise with them, since they take you as their sustainer. As we know that we do promises to our children that if you are doing this thing, we will reward you this thing. If afterwards we are busy in our lives and we did not consider that we have promised to our child that we will give you these things. So we are busy in our life and we forgotten their promise. So we are not doing good from them, because if we have done a promise with them, we should stick with that promise, because the child are adopting each and everything and they consider us a sustainer of themselves to us, because they are too small, they did not know about God. We teach them about God, that Allah is there, Allah is giving us, but in their imagination they are thinking that we are the sustainer of them, because we are giving them all things. So we should play with the kids, as we know that we play with the kids, but nowadays there is lot of things for the children, like there are more play games, there are the more cartoons and all things. We did not bother to play with our children, as we know that we are busy in our daily life, but we have to give or plenty of time to our children. If we are working, it's okay, but we have to give plenty of time to our children, to give good education, to give Islamic education, as I have discussed that training of the child starts from the belly of her mother or his mother. If we are not giving the good and right teachings to them, in the future they will also not giving attention to us or not giving attention to the Islamic studies, because if the mother is watching bad deeds, like if the mother is watching a bad deeds and the baby is in her belly, so she or his or her baby is also watching that all that things which she is watching. My dear sisters, my dear daughters, I will repeatedly saying that we should listen Quran. There are the lot of duas, there are a lot of the surahs which we have to study in our 9 months period. So we should be careful that what we are watching, what we are listening, what we are doing in our all life, because as we say that children are watching us, they are not adopting us. No, they are watching, they are adopting us, they are doing what we are doing. If we are saying to our children that you should pray, you have to read namaz, but we are not doing all that things what we are saying to our children, they will never ever adopt all that things, because we are not giving them picture, we are not doing all that thing in the front of them, so that they can adopt us easily. But we are not doing, we are saying do this, do namaz and do read Quran and read Sipara, but we are not doing. They will not adopt all that things from us, because we are not doing. As we know that we have to give plenty of time as a parents to our family and to our kids, because when we play to them, they become happy, they grow their intellectual level more, and they are having more boundly respected to their parents. As Aristotle said, one who has a child must play with him. So as Hazrat Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is also saying that if you are having a child, you should or you have to play with your child. Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam said, Allah shows more mercy to one who has more affection for his children. So my dear viewers, as Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam is saying that if a person is playing with his child, the child will have more affection towards his parents. As we are discussing about the etiquettes of growing up our children, we sometimes would do injustice in our children. As if we are having 2 children, so if we are kissing one children and other one is watching, we should be careful that she or he will take it serious, that parents are more lovely to his father or his elder brother and sister. They are not lovely with me. So we should be careful in doing justice. Once Aristotle saw a person kissing his one son, not the other. He said, treat them equally. If we are giving one thing to one daughter or son, we should also give that thing to the other child, because he is watching, he or she is watching, he or she is adopting us. Because if we are doing injustice between them, they are adopting the law of injustice from us, because they have seen us doing injustice. If in future unfortunately they do injustice in anything, because then we should think that they have seen us in the past doing injustice with them. That's why they are doing injustice in their future life. So my dear viewers, respectively, I am saying that we have be careful in doing justice between your children. To help them in virtues, Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, Allah is merciful to one who helps his kids in good doing acts. When they do so, buck up them for encouragement, help them in hard work, do not put them in labor, and do not treat them harshly or foolishly. If our children are doing good things, like if our children are towards Islamic teachings, we should be careful to saying that do not be Islamic. You have to gain dunyavi education and then Islamic. No, it should be equal. If you are giving Islamic, then in the on the second level it will be the dunyavi education, because once the school is started, the person or a child will thoroughly learn all the education, like GCSEs and masters and PhDs and all things, until the death, until the last day. As Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, we should gain all knowledge unless we have to go to the China, we have to travel to the China. So be careful that while our parents, or like if we are parents, we should be careful that while giving the teaching to our children. If we are giving the good deeds to our children, like I have discussed before, that if we are doing injustice between them, we are giving the knowledge of injustice to them. If we are doing bad deeds in front of them, they are adopting us. If we are talking with bad language, or we are having bad conversation, and we are having different things which are not acceptable in the Islamic teaching, so we have to be careful that what we are doing in the front of our children. If we are listening music, in the future we say to the child, do not listen the music. He will never ever listen to you, because he will always answer you that you have listened the music in your past. So be careful in all that things. The training according to the aging, as we know that if we can see in our age that in this muashra, like in our environment, we say that if we are having this knowledge, if we are having this knowledge, we should transfer all that knowledge to our children. No, if you have gained that knowledge from or your parents, it's okay. Tell them to your children, give all knowledge or teachings to your children, but do not bother them to learn all that things, or all that things in that manner which you have learned. No. Sorry, you have to be careful, because the level of the ages should be different, and the manner of the teaching will be different. Like if I can say in my age I have like written or do everything on my paper. Now my children is in that age who are in the age of media. I can't say write on the paper only, you can't write on the laptop or on the different things, computer, keyboard. No, we have to give them the knowledge according to the age of the environment. If it is age of IT, you should go through the IT knowledge to your children, not bother them to do what you have done in your past. So Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam said, when a kid is 3 years old, make him recite 7 times La ilaha illallah and 7 times Muhammadur Rasulullah at 7 months and 20 days. So we are discussing that we should give the Islamic teaching, as Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam is saying, teach them La ilaha illallah 7 times when they are 7 years old. So, and then Muhammadur Rasulullah at 7 months and 20 days thereafter. When he is 4, teach him to say Sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, and teach him how to prostrate when he is 5. When he is 6, he should know how to perform ablution and how to offer prayers, and at 7 he must be perfect in all these things. He must be punished for not doing so, and having done so the parents' sins are forgiven. If we are giving the children Islamic teaching, as Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam is saying, when he is 4, teach them. When he is 3, teach them La ilaha illallah, then 7 days, and 7 months and 20 days Muhammadur Rasulullah, then when he is 5 sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then ablution and all things. If he is doing all things, he is for the parents all guna will be forgiven by the Allah. So we always pray for our generation, new generation, which are going to be the parents, which are in my dear ladies and my dear sisters who are going to be mothers in a few months, inshallah. May Allah give us tawfiq to bring them up according to the teaching of Quran, Ahl Bayt and Allah. So we should look after them accordingly, be kind to them, teach them good things, recite the Holy Quran, read namaz in front of your children, so that they adopt all that good deeds which Allah taught us in Quran and Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam taught us. Till next program, I will be there next week, inshallah, with my new series of my program and with the new etiquettes. Till then, I will pray for all generation. May Allah give us health, wealth and prosperity in our life. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.